Oh, you're
Well,
good.
but into the next article.
All
Okay,
right, next
okay.
topic. Since we're talking about the end all be all, let's talk about this topic. Right? So last night I was checking out the homies at RDC World. Shout out to
All right,
them.
all right, all right.
They doing big things right now. I mean, big
Yeah.
things.
Shout
What
out to
was
the
it?
friend.
Shoot, last night I think Mark did a not last night. Last night it was dropped on YT. He did a fucking sketch with Spice Adams on the LOL network. For folks who don't know about the LOL network, that's owned by Kevin Hart. It's Kevin Hart shit. They out here, man.
Friend
They
doing
out
big
here.
things.
They out
Doing
here.
big things. The
I
homies are
love to
doing
see
big
it.
things.
I'm loving to see it, man. And speaking
Shout
of
out to
RDC,
Shout out to them boys.
I was out here checking out they channel because I was like, bro, it's been a minute. I ain't watched RDC shit in a good minute, for real.
Fucking neglecting motherfuckers for Kai Sinat.
Bro, there's no cap, bro.
Sick.
No cap. I've been watching a whole boatload of Kai. No cap. I'm not gonna lie to you.
AMP videos.
100%.
Which, shout out to them. Shout out to the homies Kai. Shout out to everybody at AMP.
Oh, dead ass, bro. They just got they got a streaming nomination last year. Those boys is doing big things.
And got hold, y'all.
Disrespected.
Hold, but you know what? They ain't worried about it. We ain't worried about it.
Not at all, bro. But they RDC uploaded a back and forth about a topic that's very interesting that I think this is a good time to talk about. The topic was, is gaming falling off? And when I say gaming, I mean video games, obviously. Are video games falling off? What you think, Troy?
I think, in a way, and I'm a add COVID in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think COVID has taken a very big piece of what the gaming industry has normally been giving us, whether it be indie, AAA, DLCs, any of that, and it's really had to like cut the quality, so to speak. Especially since the past couple years, I want to say since 2016, we used to get in shit back to back, like big body, big back games from everybody back to back to back.
Right.
And we haven't been getting that lately. And if we have, it's been terrible. It's been piss poor quality.
Man.
Now, the things we have been waiting on, when we get them, always worth the wait.
Yeah.
Always worth the wait. Anything we've ever gotten from Naughty Dog, always worth the wait. Same thing with the companies from Blizzard, Quantic Dream, everybody. It's worth the wait. And then we have our fair share of battle royales that you can get into, which is why this is an Apex Stand account. If you keep up with that, it's always worth the wait. But as far as gaming as a whole, I do feel like it is beginning to fall off.
Right.
Simply because look at you knowing I'm finna get into it. Simply because it's been a lot of, and I love a good retro game. We love a good retro game over here. It's been a lot of playbacks to the good old days. We're not really looking forward to anything anymore. And that's not because we haven't been promised stuff. That's not because we're not being given anything. It's because we've learned to wait for what we've been like being told we're gonna get as far as games go, because it's like every time, or not every time, recently I should say, when we're promised something and it's gonna have all this and all the bells and whistles and all that other stuff, they feel the need to, in keeping that promise, you feel like you gotta rush it.
Yeah.
I'd rather you push it back. I'm not gonna hold you. I personally would rather you push it back. Simply because I would rather you push it back and it be everything I expected it to be and more, because that's what I expect from these companies. For real. I expect you to blow me out of the water every time you promise me a game like this. I get hype at the Game Awards when I watch this shit.
Oh yeah.
But a piece of me lately has always been like, is it really gonna look like that, or is it gonna have that and be buggy, or and it's like, you know, I would rather you give me that and make me wait and build that anticipation and then give me everything I was gonna ask for and then some, versus giving me this, what you told me I was gonna get is on time and I got 17,000 patch notes. Prime example, fire game, love the gameplay, Security Breach. If you haven't seen any Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach playthroughs, I advise you to watch it. And I say watch it because this game hella buggy. It's hella buggy. Hella buggy. And I'm not talking about, you know, it's a slight spoiler, but also the game been out for finna be a month and a half, if not longer. It's the first Five Nights at Freddy's where you have an open map. Okay. And that in itself is new for this game.
Indeed.
But like, map kind of whack. Like, this map is crazy.
It's empty, huh?
It's hella empty.
Yeah, you see,
hella empty.
I've been talking about this for months, damn near 2 years
empty.
now. I'm sick and tired of y'all trying to make open world games because open world games are hot. There's work that goes into open world games. Just because it's open does not make it hot.
I personally, as we all know, you know, there are different endings to the Five Nights at Freddy game. You know, you got like 4 or 5 to every game. But I personally, right, this game needed to be way more optimized before y'all dropped it. And that is a prime example that I'm using when I say we don't mind waiting no more. We really don't.
No.
We don't. Look what we had to do when we got Last of Us 2. We had spoilers and had to wait. We had a 3-month longer wait and hella spoilers, and we still didn't care. You wanna know why? Because we didn't give a fuck. It was Last of Us game. We gonna play it.
Yep.
Same thing with Village. It's like we don't mind waiting. I don't know why y'all feel the need lately to have to rush these games out like we don't know what's going on. We know y'all working from home. These big ass AAA companies and half of your staff is at home.
Right.
No, I don't expect you to make this 17-hour game, and that's just the main story, in the same allotted time when there's 65 of y'all working on this game and not only 20 of you are at the office. I don't expect that. Nobody should. And if you are, shake dick, sit down somewhere. But all in all, simply because I feel like, this is how I'm gonna wrap it up. I feel like companies have, or feel like they have a certain, what's the word I'm looking for? They have a certain accountability to hold towards us.
Responsibility?
They feel like they have a certain responsibility towards us. That what they tell us, what they promise us, is what need to happen the way they say it's gonna happen, or we gonna be looking at them crazy. And in certain instances, maybe, but with a good explanation, we gonna be like, oh, okay. But when it comes to these fire ass games that y'all giving us, that are fire up until this big ass problem happens, and I'm not even finna bring up Cyberpunk because that's not even worth talking about. I really want to use Security Breach. This game, Five Nights at Freddy's, this cult classic, right? It just needed to be optimized. We could have waited another couple months. It just needed to be optimized. all these little games that y'all giving us. Prime example, Hunter's Arena. It just needed to be played with a little bit more. It needed to be touched a little bit more. You feel me? It's like y'all are starting to give these games the Friday the 13th treatment before they gave up on it.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, no. You can just you know what's wrong with it before you put it out. And you think, you hope, maybe it won't be that bad. No. It's gonna be that bad. And because we thinking it's perfectly fine, it's going to be worse than that bad. Because now we looking at you like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
You told me it was smooth, it was fine, it was playable, it was cool. You got a Five Nights at Freddy's game that's only available on console and PC. That's it. Nowhere else. Mm-hmm. Console and PC. And this shit is crashing on console.
Huh?
A Five Nights at Freddy's game. All because you got this big ass map on here.
Lord.
This big ass, half of it until you beat the game is unplayable as map.
Lord.
But that's my take on it.
Points. As far as I'm concerned. And for folks who is in chat, feel free to sound off as well, what y'all think.
Oh, absolutely.
As far as I'm concerned, as well as even after the fact, let us know in the comments for folks who may be watching and listening after the fact. Do you think games are falling off? My answer, yes. Yes, 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 and yes. It's easy answer. And I've been talking about it for a while. I noticed them starting to drop off the moment PS4 and Xbox One came out.
Yep.
It was noticeable. Because people started trying to tag on to the nostalgia train, and GAM put out a whole bunch of remasters,
which everybody can't do, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Bro,
everybody can't
remasters.
Everybody games ain't meant to be remastered.
And I've definitely had a couple people fight me on this point. I was like, oh, but there was good games that came out during that generation and all that too, and whatnot. And I'm like, I'm not fighting the point that there were good games that came out during this generation at all. No.
Hey.
But when it comes to points where Game Award contestants or nominees, that's what I'm looking for. When Game Award nominees are games that already been out and it's just a remaster, that are beating out a spot for a new game that probably deserves it. To me, that's like, it's not that, these games are taking spots on purpose. People genuinely enjoyed the games or whatever the case is, which warrants them a spot. But it's the fact that it was an old game that got brought back. that's taking everyone's attention. That all these new games still get played. Which is another thing too. Here's another point. People don't buy games.
Facts.
Here's the thing. A lot of people like to complain about how it's really just the same games here and there. Shoot, even myself included. About how it's just the same games that seem to be blowing up. It's the same 2K. It's the same Madden. It's the same COD. It's just the same games that are in rotation, right? Mm-hmm. Now, part of it is because big companies don't want to take risks, which is a point that I'm going to hit on after this point. Some of it goes to that. But as well as when some of these even smaller studios, or maybe even sometimes bigger studios, take a risk and try something that's more creative, y'all will either not buy it Or if you do buy it, you'll play it for 4 days and then throw it away.
I don't even want to say throw it away. I want to say that bitch gonna collect dust until you get bored again.
Or even the fact of a lot of y'all not gonna buy it out day one, and y'all gonna wait for a sale way down the line. That by the time that this game now looks like it's $20, to where I hope y'all understand what price drops mean in the gaming industry, or just in sales in general.
Facts.
However, by the time y'all wait till this $60 game drops to $15, y'all try to play the game, and now you complaining that the game ain't supported no more. Here's the thing. When a game genuinely, not a sale, when a game genuinely goes through a price drop, that is because the interest is down, the level of purchasing of this product, in this situation a game, is down, so to entice more sales, you drop the price.
And y'all gotta listen to what he said. A price drop, not a sale.
Not a sale.
When a game that just came out is a PlayStation free game of the month, you need to be looking at that game kind of crazy. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, if it's been out for like a month or so,
and it's the PlayStation free game of the month,
the next month it's coming out for free for PlayStation Plus. That says something. Now, I won't say that if on launch it becomes PlayStation the PlayStation Plus free game of the month, because that right there is a marketing ploy.
Oh, absolutely.
But if it's been out for a month or two, it's still fresh out on the market, already becoming a free game, it says something. It says something about the game. I hope you know that. So part of it is with the consumer too. And me, I've said it myself for a long time. The fact that DLCs have become commonplace and fucking battle passes have become a commonplace. Yeah, I don't want to hear those people say that y'all have a problem with DLC and that these companies are greedy. Now, I am talking about the games that it's easily seen that DLC was supposed to be in the base game. Or that clearly this game didn't need a battle pass or a game pass. I'm just call it a game pass, because depending on the genre and depending on the game, they'll switch up the name. This is them reaching out to grab more money from you, and if you genuinely see that this isn't necessarily adding to the game for real, if you put money into that, you're part of the problem. Because then these companies have no reason to stop. It's making them money. They could only answer to money. So if they try this easy money grab and they're pulling in a couple million because of it, you think that means they're gonna stop? Why would you stop? This just gave us a couple million for something we just threw together because we knew it was hot. And y'all paid for it. We gonna keep it going. It doesn't make them stop.
Let's see how long y'all will keep paying for it.
Exactly. Which brings me back to my DLC conversation. I've had a problem with DLC ever since DLC became a thing. The moment I started seeing games come out incomplete and they have DLC on the way,
purposely,
y'all need to stop.
Purposely.
There's a good round of games in that first generation of the DLC era that, it was DLC that added on to the full game that you already purchased. That I understand. If you're a big fan of the game, you enjoy the game, and you got bonus content that you can pay for, go for it. However, when you come out and you give me 25% of the game and the other 75% is locked behind a paywall that's called DLC, you can get out my face. A good example that the homies over at RDC brought up during their back and forth is look at fighting games.
Oh my god!
I didn't know they did this in Street Fighter V because I didn't get Street Fighter V. I haven't played Street Fighter in a good bit. But y'all telling me Street Fighter V launched with like 6 fighters and everyone else was DLC, including Guile, who was a mainstay of Street Fighter for how long now?
Bro, yes,
y'all niggas made Guile DLC?
Bro, yes. I feel like
you fucking with me, right?
I feel like as far as fighting games go, that community, and I'm in that community, we up there with like 2K as far as like the toxic relationship with these games go. Because
Shit.
I'ma be mad. And I'm gonna be like, fuck.
I'm still buy it though.
Right.
I'm still buy it.
It's awful, bro. I'ma buy these packs, but I'm gonna be mad as hell about it.
It's one thing to have a decent roster and then bonus fighters come out. Sure. That I'm not against. I'm not against having DLC fighters. But for games that are known to have a decent sized roster, and you telling me over the years you think we're not gonna notice that y'all cut down 12 to 5 and then put everyone else behind a paywall, you got come on.
I'm talking about like a $15 paywall.
Don't fuck with my intelligence.
Come on now.
Now it's you trying to call me stupid.
You telling me I gotta pay $40 to $60 for this game to then turn around and pay $15 more just to have everybody I normally have?
It's insane.
That's what you telling me? On top of whatever bells and whistles you finna put in here? Skins and shit? Man.
Bro.
Man.
It's super crazy.
Between that and battle passes, boy. The thing about battle passes is there's a way around battle passes. It's a way around, or in certain games, I should say, it's a way around battle pass. If you play Apex, you know how to get around buying a battle pass. But, boy.
But see, the thing with Apex is, which is why I'm not mad at their battle pass. Eventually, a lot of those like skins get put into they either come back to where you can buy them later, or they get thrown into the Apex pack pool, so you have the chance of getting it out of a free pack.
Right, something will happen, and that's why when it come to battle passes, I don't mind the battle pass, but when it come to DLCs, I'm like, I can say this with confidence. The last DLC I bought and didn't mind spending money on it, and it was $25, was fucking Animal Crossing. And that should tell you something.
Bro, I can't do it. And you thought that was the end of it? Nope, I got more. Fucking gaming companies, y'all getting lazy on me.
Oh, y'all been lazy. Y'all been lazy for some years at this point.
Y'all just too apparent.
Right. COVID is exposing you niggas.
Do y'all know how the gaming industry became a multi-million-dollar industry? Because of the innovation that these devs pushed, that these big companies pushed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the variety of games with everybody putting in max effort for real. It was a great time to be a gamer back in the day. The PS2, PS3 era, Xbox 360 era, GameCube. I'm sure me just saying those systems alone, a lot of my gamers either who have listened to this after the fact or who's watching this live, you just thought of a whole bunch of games from each of those systems that you loved back in the day.
I swear.
Bunch. If you think about generations these days, there are some standouts, but the rest look like everyone else. That's a problem. why buy game 2 through 12 if they all look like game 1? They all feel like game 1. If they're all genuinely game 1, why buy the other ones? And then y'all trying to hop on trends and not executing the way that you need to. Stop making battle royales. I'm gonna say it right now. Stop making. If you have nothing to add to that subgenre, stop making. Stop. And a good point that they made on the back and forth with RDC is part of that problem is with some Twitch streamers too. A lot of y'all niggas don't want to get out your comfort zone. Y'all trapped in the battle royale genre, so you want everybody and their mama to make a battle royale genre, battle royale game, or battle royale mode.
Every Hearing game that don't need, warrant, deserve a battle royale mode. We got enough battle royale games that motherfuckers like y'all are ruining because you want everything to be a pub.
And you know where 85% of them at? Cans, so trash can.
Please.
Right now, outside of Fortnite, Warzone, and Apex, can anybody really, for real, name me 5 battle royale games that has a live audience right now? And what I mean by audience, I mean people playing the game. They have a pretty decent, vibrant player base.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
I'm so serious. Stop talking. Like, literally, besides those big 3 that I just named, there's not a lot of battle royale games that are standing on their own 2 feet right now. That's because at the end of the day, the battle royale genre it's done, bro. Games that are standing up top is the one that's taking everybody at this point. And there are a few that are, trying to innovate the space, which I 100% agree with, trying something different.
Yo.
Like, and unfortunately, look at freaking, what's it called?
Yikes.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's about to come out. It's by Epic Games, the same dev that made Fortnite. The wrestling joint.
That shit look fun as hell.
Completely different. No weapons whatsoever. It's complete fighting.
That is straight hands. And a lot of y'all are not going to enjoy that.
Yeah. Because y'all want it to be...
You so used to being able to pick up a weapon, and you so used to being the fucking fastest looter in the West, bitch. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Run my fade.
Yep. It's not Fortnite. It's not Apex. It's not Warzone. We bring it back to the point that I made before. Y'all don't buy new games, and y'all wonder why there's no new games coming out.
Look at you.
And it makes you look even bad because these games is free to play. That's one good thing. That's one good thing that that I love about the gaming industry right now. Free to play is becoming way more popular, and I love that because that makes it way more accessible to more gamers. And if you do a free to play game correct, to where you can entice your player base to pay for more, but it doesn't hamper the experience for those who can't buy more, and you have that median set perfectly, those are the ones that are going to succeed as far as free to play games are concerned. Like I said, example, look at Apex. You know what I'm saying? For what Apex is, most of the battle pass is cosmetics, and it's cosmetics that eventually some of those you'll be able to get in a free Apex pack if you roll correct. You know what I'm saying? Even
if they don't get put in the store again. So
right. So, and at the same time, the more you play the game, the more that you get crafting medals. And then eventually you can get these legendary skins, these cosmetic skins, or whatever the case is. The more you play the game, you rack up the crafting medals, use the crafting medals to get the skins. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing, to where the premium content can be accessed for folks who play the game for free but are super active with your product, I think is the way to go. You'll make your money from the folks that's going to just buy out the battle pass outright, or buy the battle pass and grind through it. but as well keep the rest of the player base here intact because they can work for it. Because now it entices people to play the game more so they can get the premium content. You know what I mean? It's the way you do that. So I'd like to see that kind of balancing act in more free-to-play games that come out in the future. I think it will be nailed. But as far as the rest of these games, we need more innovation. I'm tired of all of y'all looking the same. I'm tired of everybody trying to be the big dog on top. Y'all not gonna be Fortnite.
Facts.
You're not. Because everybody I know is trying to recreate Fortnite's success. Stop trying to recreate Fortnite's success and start trying to build a success that may look like what Fortnite's height was. How about that? How about we do that? Don't try and be Fortnite. Try to blow up like Fortnite.
Ooh.
Yeah. Good shit. Because the fact that now, like us core gamers, when I say core gamers, we're not casual, but we're not necessarily hardcore, and I feel like that's most of the gaming community for real. When we look at a lot of these new games that come out these days, and the fact that you just be like, it looks like this is gonna feel like so and so. It's bad. Now, part of that, I do believe in. Not every game deserves to be compared to another game. That I do believe. But a lot of these games, when you get your hands on it, just feel like other games.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as we all know, there's nothing new under the sun. But if it feels like you just snatched the mechanic and copy and paste it into your game and try to do nothing new with it, well, damn, nigga, let me just go play the other game. Because what's the point? What's the point? So I want to see more innovation with the big boys. If the last Game Awards didn't prove the point, I'm really starting to see indie games to get more of a spotlight, which they deserve, because indie developers is doing what I think the big companies should be doing as well. They're trying to innovate, even though people can say that's that hunger of them trying to get put on. But honestly, it's the hunger that got the gaming industry to the point that they are at now. So some of y'all need to start starving a little bit. No cap. Now we can go back and forth about this for hours. We ain't gonna do that. We got a show to make. But probably went longer than I even needed to. But you know, it's a podcast. It's our shit. I don't go fuck. Anyway.
Yeah.